Welcome back to another video. Today's topic actually comes from a website from fox6now.com titled Green Lake Missing Kayaker Case, Man Contacted, Sheriff. Done by Fox 6 News Digital Team, updated November 21st, 2024 at 11:12 a.m. Central Time. This is in regards to the Ryan Borgwardt case. Yes, that is Borgwardt, spelled B-O-R-G-W-A-R-D-T. Underneath the video, which is 24 minutes long, which will be linked here in the description below, we see a section called The Brief. First point, the Green Lake County Sheriff's Office is expected to provide an update on Ryan Borgwardt. Second point, the kayaker, initially thought to have gone missing, is now believed to have faked his own death. Underneath that, we see another section titled Green Lake, Wisconsin in bold. And then in regular font, we see the Green Lake County Sheriff's Office on Thursday announced it has made contact with Ryan Borgwardt, the kayaker initially thought to have gone missing this summer, but later believed to have faked his own death. The sheriff said, while they do not yet know where he is alive and deputies are in touch with him, working to get him to return home. Section, Borgwardt contacted. On November 8th, the sheriff said investigators began to use various data points, such as phone numbers and email addresses, in an effort to get in contact with Borgwardt. Investigators contacted a woman who spoke Russian, and on November 11th, through her, they contacted Borgwardt. In an effort to verify if he was safe, they asked him a number of personal questions and asked him to provide a video of himself, which he provided. Below that, we see a clip of the video that was played at the press conference, and underneath that we see text that says, Green Lake County Sheriff plays video, Ryan Borgwardt shared with investigators. I continue reading. While the sheriff's office made contact, Podol said it remains unclear exactly where Borgwardt is, though he is believed to be in Eastern Europe. He has not contacted his family. Quote, Christmas is coming, and what better gift he could give his kids as to be there for Christmas, end quote, Podol said. Section, Disappearance Plan. Podol said Borgwardt told investigators his plan. The sheriff's office is still working to verify Borgwardt's statements. Borgwardt claimed he stashed an e-bike near the Green Lake boat launch and paddled his kayak and a child-sized inflatable boat onto the lake. He overturned the kayak, dumped his phone in the water, and paddled the inflatable boat to shore. He then got on the e-bike and rode through the night to Madison, where he got on a bus to Detroit and then the Canadian border. He rode the bus to an airport, where he got on a plane. Quote, we feel that this was Ryan's way that he could tell the entire country how he did it, end quote, Podol said. Quote, in our communications, we are expressing the importance of his decision to return home, clean up the mess that he created. Our primary concern has been that he safely gets back to U.S. soil. He needs to return home to his children. If he chooses not to return, it's on his own free will, and I think the message is very clear, end quote. Further, the sheriff said Borgwardt told investigators he did not expect anyone to look for him for more than 2 weeks. He also claimed to have picked Green Lake because it is the deepest lake in Wisconsin. Investigators previously learned Borgwardt obtained a second passport, cleared his hard drives and browser history, and changed his banking information on the day of his disappearance. He also took out a $375,000 life insurance policy and purchased an airline gift card. Linked here. Section, Will Borgwardt be charged? Green Lake County Sheriff Mark Podol said Borgwardt faces an obstructing charge for staging his death. He cannot comment on federal charges that may or may not be filed. Green Lake County will be seeking restitution between $35,000 and $40,000, not including dive expenses. No warrants have been issued yet. The Wisconsin Department of Justice Division of Criminal Investigation, Federal Bureau of Investigation, and other agencies have assisted the Green Lake County Sheriff's Office in the investigation. Bruce's Legacy and Charlie DeGroot assisted with dive efforts. At the bottom of the article at the end reads, the source Information in this report is from the Green Lake County Sheriff's Office and prior Fox 6 News coverage. And here we go.
Good evening, it's Ryan Borgwardt. Today, hello Ryan. Today is November 11th. It's approximately 10 a.m. by you guys. I'm in my apartment. I am safe, secure.
Okay. Well, that's
All right, so the volume was very low the first time around. Second time around, when I put it up, we could hear Ryan say his name and today's date and showing a view of his apartment, which was very bare bones, no decorations on the walls, white walls, all of that. This is the video that Ryan provided investigators to show that he was alive. Reason this caught my attention is because the man involved has a wife who serves as a called worker in a WELS school and church combination down in West Allis, Wisconsin. It's also possible that they have connections to Pastor Borgwardt, who's also in the same location. WELS upbringing, WELS school/church, WELS called worker. That could be a factor into why he chose to go this route instead of choosing to divorce. I do know that they got engaged rather young. On January 5th, 2021, Emily posted that 20 years ago, these two kids got engaged on her Facebook. So, and based off the picture, they look like they were high schoolers. So think 2001, they got engaged, and then they had kids fairly young, since the oldest seemed to be in high school, getting ready for college. It's all very interesting, and I'm continuing to dig into it. Keeping up to date on these posts as always, and hoping that there's some kind of closure that the family can get with their dad's disappearance. To be clear, I don't blame the kids for their dad disappearing. It's not their fault. As for the dad, he's a grown adult and he made his own decisions. And whatever consequences he gets, he more than deserves worse for what he put his family through. Thank you for watching and listening, and I will see you next time.